coffee beans, jelly beans, human beans. This is Jewelry Jelly. I am here with Isabel, and tonight we are taking some time off from chef life to play a game that came out today, Coffee Talk Episode 2, Hibiscus and Butterfly. Let's dive right in, shall we? By the way, how's everybody doing tonight? I hope you all have a good weekend planned and that you're going to be doing something fun. I am going to be going out Sunday night with a friend of mine, and we are going to be watching the stage show of Spirited Away, the one that's been recorded for movie theaters. We are also going to eat a very large and very interesting, very sugary toast. Okay, so we must name our barista. Let us name our barista Jellybean. Oh, you got bronchitis? Oh, that's sucks, Ying MTL. I'm sorry to hear that. And also want to tell you, please get some rest. I mean, I appreciate you coming, but I want you to get plenty of rest. I want you to put yourself first. I want you to get rid of this sickness. It's okay, you don't have to be here. You can just take a rest. Just please be careful, okay? Alright, so we're driving right into things. For those of you who don't know, Coffee Talk the original is a visual novel that takes place in a fantasy version of Seattle, where there are not only human beings, dwarves, elves, orcs, and other creatures, there's also aquatic people, there's also vampires and werewolves, and this one very confused astronaut. Or a guy in an astronaut costume, or what is he? But anyway, you play as a barista, and what the barista does is serve drinks and change lives. A City of Enduring Loneliness, Seattle 2023. A place where the dreamers, the realists, and the weary are striving to thrive, and not just to survive. It is a time when society is re-evaluating what it means to be alive. By the way, I am having some hot cocoa. Oh my goodness! Hello, Thirsty Mage! How are you? It is a moment when history is questioned and traditions are challenged. Old classification laws are confronted by those who are striving for fairness, for the right to be acknowledged in a society rife with judgments. Acceptance is a battle, and identity is a luxury they just began to grasp. Sorry about the restrictions, Thirsty Mage. Please understand. Many who are feeling lost turn to their screens to find their footing. And the world becomes fast-paced with increased connectivity. Whether for work, or for pleasure, for a little encouragement, or simply to escape. It is unclear whether or not it helps or further isolates them. As some look for answers off the beaten path, seeking bittersweet comforts to help pass on lonely nights. In a night-blooming coffee shop standing between the rainy streets, they'd find a small respite through a cup of warm drink. You were curious about this game? Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's, like I said, it's more of a visual novel rather than a game. And these are their stories. Tuesday, September 19th, 2023. So the Evening Whispers is the local newspaper of Seattle. Well, one of them at least. Seattle West Precinct Police are losing a record number of officers in January. Social experiments, skirting between entertainment and menace. Massive job loss as large companies move out of state. What's next? And we've got thunder. I guess this will go on for a while. Officer Georgie. Okay, Georgie is one of the returning characters from the original Coffee Talk. He is a Seattle cop. He is also a dad to a bunch of daughters and constantly is at odds with them. He's okay. He's pretty much okay. So this is the smartphone. There's a couple different apps on here. So the first one is the universe's version of Facebook and Instagram, which is called Tomodachill. And as you can see, as the characters appear, you fill in more of their stories. Rachel is another character that's returning from the original. She is a cat girl, quite literally. He looks sad? Well, it's raining outside. You'll find out the reason. So Rachel is a cat girl. She actually transforms into a small cat. And she is also a former pop superstar that was working with a group and then made her solo debut in the previous game. Aqua is a young sea woman. The best way that I can describe her is that she is somewhat like a octopus mermaid almost. She's also a game developer and she has a girlfriend who is an orc. Baileys and Lua are a couple and it looks like they are making plans for their wedding. So here's Georgie again. The chief said that these days youngsters read and listen to infos and advice more seriously in this format, so here I am, kiddos. 1 like. 2 likes. By the way, Rachel is the young lady with the black hair, ears, and tail there. Hyde is a vampire. And Freya is who Isabelle is cosplaying as today. She is a writer. Brewpad is where all of your coffee recipes are located, and you can open them up and see a little information. And in some instances, you'll see a few references to other games, such as Phoenix Wright. And then the Evening Whispers are some little short stories that are very interesting. And you get a few of them as you play through the game. And they are fun. And then finally we have Shuffled, which is the music player. And yes, there is a very extensive soundtrack in this game, and I intend to buy it. But first, we gotta say hello to Officer Georgie. Welcome. Evening, Jellybean. What's crackin'? Aside from the thunder outside, that is. I'd say the power lines. Probably. Yeah? What about them? Oh. That's a concern. The power has kept going on and off all night. Our machines couldn't even heat up properly. That bad, eh? Sorry. I'll take your order as soon as the machines are ready. No problem. So one thing that really strikes me that's different about this game is how everybody smokes. I'm thinking it might have to be a cultural thing because the developers are outside of the US. I don't know, honestly. I mean, this is Fantasy Seattle. They probably have some sort of smoking stuff that's possibly good for you or magical. Yeah, not allowed to smoke in restaurants up in here in Canada, definitely. And no longer down here either. I guess our resident writer, Miss Green-Haired Fairy, isn't here tonight. You mean Freya? The one and only. Unless she's changed hair color, then my bad. Haha, it's still the same. She won't be coming around for a while, I think. Oh, why? She's currently on a research trip for her new book. That's so. At least that's what she told me. That's too bad. The evenings won't be the same without her. No kidding. I admit it's been pretty quiet around here. But it's good for her to escape the city once in a while to have some time for herself. Ack. Not looking too good, huh? Yeah, but I've already notified the city lights department. They said they'd monitor the area just in case. Don't worry, Jellybean. If anything happens, I'll lend you my trusty lighter. Your lighter? Uh-huh. Got it from my grandfather, a lucky charm of sorts. Never failed us in a pinch, not even once. By the way, so apparently there is now an inventory system. And right here, we have our first inventory. Freya's postcard. A written postcard where Freya prepared for Officer Georgie. She looks like she left him a message. It's the thought that counts. Don't cops usually carry flashlights around anyway? Oh, we do. But where's the thrill in that? Sounds like you need a vacation too. Do I ever. Goodness, finally! Thanks for waiting. I can take your order now. Great. I'm already done for the day, so no more coffee for me. Oh, no midnight patrol then? Just for tonight. Roger that. In that case, would you like to sample our new tea selection instead? We have hibiscus and blue pea available. Hibiscus and blue what? Blue pea? It's actually butterfly pea, but we call it blue pea for short. The color is really pretty. Huh. I had no idea you offered alternative stuff, Jellybean. No judgment here, just saying. Alternative what? Oh. It's pea, as in pea pots. Oh. And not whatever else you thought it was. Got it. Whoops. Sure, I'll give it a shot. Still remember my golden rule? Of course. No dairy for Officer Georgie. Correct. I'm sure you have all this info written down on your phone already. I want to say yes, but some of my notes went missing after I got my phone serviced a month ago. Whoops. Better write down everything you can remember then. Speaking of remembering, Freya actually left me something for you. That's so? Alright. Then I'll have one of your new teas. I'll leave the choice up to you. Just keep it simple. Alright, so... Alright, so Freya left him a message, but the first thing we gotta do is make him some tea. So here are the different things that we have. We have coffee, of course. We have green tea. We have black tea. We have butterfly pea or blue tea. We have hibiscus tea. Milk, which we cannot give Georgie. And this is pretty much all we've got so far, because right now this is just the tutorial. So let's see. Let's give him some hibiscus tea. Ooh, maybe put in a little bit cinnamon. And some more hibiscus. So it's a little sweet, a little bitter. And let's see what happens. Cinnamon hibiscus. Better give Freya's stuff to Officer Georgie now before I forget. Okay, so... put it here. Give the item. Whoops. And serve the tea. Oh? A postcard, eh? Is she bragging at me or something? Oh, Huh. What is it? It appears she left me a message. What does it say? Nothing for you to worry about. Okay. Anyway, thanks for this. Give her my regards. You're welcome, and I will. Enjoy. What's this? Wine? Yes, it's a piping cup of wine. Hey, mulled wine exists, you know. And it's served hot. That's true. I stand corrected. Just a heads up, it's a bit tart. Roger that. Damn, it is sour. Would you like some sugar to take the edge off? Nah, it's alright. It tastes familiar, though. I swear I had it before. It's traditionally sweetened and served cold with ice. Or you boil it with ginger or cinnamon for remedies. Yeah? Nope, can't recall. Maybe I'm just getting old. You're not that old. Thanks, but no worries, Jellybean. Some people might hate getting old, but I ain't one of them. 'Cause to me, it's proof that you're living. Anyhow, if I remember anything, I'll let you know. Yes, please do. What a storm. Got somewhere to be? I'm supposed to be home by now. My youngest has just finished all her makeup exams. Makeup exams? Yeah. We found out that for some reason or other she's been neglecting her studies. So let's just say I had a few things to say about that. How did it go? It was a disaster. Oof. But she pulled through in the end, right? Yep. Except we haven't spoken to each other for over a month now. Sorry to hear that. Anyway, the missus planned to celebrate a little tonight, making all the kids' favorite dishes, having her sisters over for dinner and all that. So I'm buying the dessert pies as an olive branch of sorts. Sounds like a good plan. But as you can see, I got no pies and I'm nowhere near home. Because of the storm? That and my car's busted. All the valve cores removed and tires deflated. What? How come? It just so happens my car is the latest victim of a vandalism spree. That's a whole other thing going on. Rest easy though, we're on it. For now, I need to find a way to get home fast. You can't just drop that sort of fact and expect me to have no questions? Holy! Oh wow, it's a new guy. By Zeus, what a disaster! Welcome. Hey, what's shaking? Evening, Pops. What's up? Thunderstorms, obviously. Touché. Gods, isn't the weather just awful? It's like someone up there doesn't care about their water bill or something. I'm glad you're open though, else I'd be super soaked by now. Happy you made it in time. Would you like anything to drink? Something to warm you up? That'd be great, yeah. Oh, I'm Lucas, by the way. And you are? My name is Jellybean. My day was pretty okay. Okay, so it looks like Lucas has a Tomodachi page. Yeah, he's looking pretty sharp. My day was good too, had to work. And the gentleman over here is Officer Georgie. Awesome. Nice to meet you, Pops. Can I call you Pops? Fine by me. Sweet. Uh-oh. Mrs. is calling. Ah. Alright, be back. Wish me luck. Good luck. See ya. So, can I get a cafe latte? Sure. Or maybe not. Yes? You know what? I'm not sure. You tell me. You're the pro. Okay, hear me out. You see, I used to like coffee. Heck, I loved espresso. But at some point my stomach turned against me and just decided to hate it. Hey, Time Sage! Thank you very much for the 14-month resub, and oh my gosh, it's your birthday today? That's great! Happy birthday! Are you turning 21 again? Like, really hate it. You know what I mean? Right. Anyway, milk helps take the edge off. That's why I've been ordering lattes and the like. But I still miss just coffee, you know? That's why I'm wondering if you can suggest me something. What is it about coffee that you miss? The caffeine, of course. And just the overall boldness, you know what I mean? Am I making sense? Have you ever tried matcha? Nope, but isn't that just green tea? Yes, but much more concentrated. Would you like it to give it a try? Sure. Then one matcha for me, please. Okay, so let's see here. What does it say on my brew pad for matcha? So green tea, green tea, green tea. Whoops. All right, matcha is served. A cup of premium matcha coming up. Man, it's super green, huh? Let's try it. What do you think? You know what? It's pretty good. Tastes a little grassy though, but I kinda like it. I'm glad it's to your taste. I wasn't sure if you'd enjoy it as is. Why wouldn't I? Some people find the taste a bit too intense when it's served straight like this. Well, good thing I like intense, because it makes up for the fact that I'm really not. Anyhow, looking forward to your future recommendations from now on. I'll do my best. So, does anyone ever come here? What do you mean? I was trying to pin this coffee shop on my post, right? But there's, like, no trace of your place anywhere. No tags, no mentions, nothing. What's up with that? Oh, maybe our crowd isn't as big as your usual coffee shop since we open quite late. That makes sense. What time do you guys close anyway? We're open until morning. For real? That's pretty heckin' late. Do you turn into a secret bar after like 2 a.m. or something? If we did, Officer Georgie over there would have a few things to say about that. What? That's no fun. Alright, one sec. Just have to properly cushion myself. I think Lucas, he's gonna mention what species he is a little bit later. But, Time Sage, if you stick around, I don't know exactly when or if he might be showing up, but, there is a character that is right up your alley. Are you guys on social media at all? Not the coffee shop itself, no. A late-night coffee shop that nobody talks about, huh? Interesting. But hey, that means I can stay until the storm's over, right? Of course. Stay as long as you'd like. Sweet, thanks. I can give you a shout-out on my stories if you want. Your stories? Yep. Here, let me show you. He took the photo and posted it moments ago. That was fast. Oh? I was going to tag your place here. So here's Lucas again. I do have an account there, but I haven't seen this feature before. Oh yeah, it's a pretty new thing on Toma.chill, huh? You can check on people's updates now. Just open the Stories tab inside the app on your phone once in a while. Better check it daily though, because the stories only last a day. Who knows, maybe you'll find some juicy info on your customers there. That's a bit... Hey, I'm just saying, people will post anything. Kidding, I'm usually more active on my tube channel anyway. But hey, since you're here, want me to tag you instead? Nah, no thank you. But I'm curious, what do you do exactly? Your posts already seem to have a lot of reactions for a new feature. Right, I guess you can call me a lifestyle reviewer of sorts. I report on the hottest trends, on the hottest people, on the hottest places, and everything else in between. Wow. Does that mean this coffee shop is part of the hottest gang? Do you want it to be? Sure. For the right price, you can. Aw. Never mind then. Just kidding. My manager decides what I endorse. They help keep me on brand, so to speak. Since they said I can get too crazy sometimes. Whatever that means. Oh, lordy. Welcome back, Pops. Thanks. Is everything alright? Kind of. That Mrs. is not happy. Maybe I should try calling a cab. What do you think? I'd save my minutes if I were you, Pops. Not good, huh? Been calling them while I was still on the lookout earlier. 1.5 hours later, here I am. There were no cabs around my station either. Did you try ordering online, Pops? Did you not see my phone? The only ordering I can do is gnome noms from around the corner of my house. Touché. Well, on the bright side, our power seems stable for now. Famous last words! Whoa! I retract my statement. For what it's worth, it held out much longer than I expected. You're right. Want to borrow my lighter then, Jellybean? A tempting offer, but no thank you. I'm going to check on something, though, so I'll be right back. Sure, good luck. Hey, you alright? Yeah, everything's peachy. I just don't like being in the dark so much. What, you're scared of the dark, kid? Duh, you never know who might jump out at you. But we're in a room. Still, don't you feel scared at all, Pops? Of course not. I do night patrols all the time. If I can grab them, I can handle them. In theory. I don't know how to feel about that at all. Huh. Did you hear something? What? I swear I heard something just now. Oh! Holy Whoa! Hi? I'm back. Sorry about that. Everything should be good for now. Oh, great. Welcome. Can I place my order? Of course. What do you have? Although our arsenal is limited at the moment, we still have all the usual fare. Coffee, tea, and herbal drinks. I'd like something soothing for my throat. And for my mind. Tough day at work? If you have no particular drink in mind if I suggest trying our new blue pea latte? Blue pea latte, Could you make it pretty? I'll try my best. Okay. 1 blue pea latte with art, please. Alright, so now we're getting into the other fun feature of Coffee Talk. You can do latte art. Okay, so it looks like blue pea, milk, and milk. And let's do some latte art. So let's see here. There's a couple different things that we can do. We can pour milk, we can etch the milk, we can invert it, or we can reset it. So let's see. Rotate. I'm just making an abstract pattern. I can't really do anything like a heart or anything. Oh man, one time I went to a coffee shop and they managed to get a perfect heart on my cafe latte, and I was very, very happy. Okay, that's about as good as anything. Thank you for waiting. Here you go. It's blue. Yes, but rest assured, it is all natural. I see. It's pretty. How do you like it? It's good. Thank you. You are very welcome. Is the power okay now? Yes, the city department is making sure of it. Awesome. How can we just wait until the storm's over? Well, about that. The news said the storm will go on until midnight at the very least. What? Would have been nice if I had my car. There are several road closures due to flooding also. Well, darn. So, basically, you're saying we're stuck. Afraid so. At least for a little while. I'm in deep trouble. What's wrong with your car, Pops? Yeah, you didn't finish explaining it earlier. I have questions. Just didn't want to alarm you, Jellybean. His tires got flattened. For real? Yep. There's been some vandalism going around recently. Somebody keeps removing valve cores and deflating tires from parked cars around the West Precinct. Huh. Why? Maybe someone's a collector? Or got too much time on their hands, no clue yet. Anyhow, our station lot was getting repaved, so a few of us had to park outside today. Well, you know the rest. Did everyone's cars get affected too, Pops? Nope. Just mine. Oh. That's so weird. You're so chill about it. Yeah? Maybe because there's no real damage done other than wasting my time. Though my coworkers aren't so cool about it. The recent mass resignations have left us severely understaffed. Additionally, companies are moving away due to the tax hikes, so there are protests happening. Which means tensions are high all around. That doesn't sound good. Don't I know it? Anyway, we caught the culprit on CCTV, so I'll be looking into it starting tomorrow. Just hoping it won't get any crazier in the meantime. Could it just be a prank, Pops? You think so? Yeah. With what's been going on lately, the suspicion would land elsewhere, right? So the culprit may think they won't get caught. Are you speaking from experience? If I say yes, would you let it slide? Depends on what you did. Harsh! But I'm serious. Prank videos are like their own genre online, you know? People watch that kind of stuff? Oh yeah. It's all about cheap thrills, Pops. And a good way to make money too if you play your cards right. Oh? The crazier your shtick is, the more views you get. Which means more ad money. Lather, rinse, repeat until you push them just a bit too far. Then you get the nuke and everything will just go poof. And disappear. Won't stop anyone from doing it all over again, though. 'Cause really, all you need to get started is a camera phone and Wi-Fi. Everything else comes down to timing and luck. You sure know a lot about this. Maybe I should bring you in for questioning. Oh no, my manager would kill me! Joking. Anyhow. A high-risk, high-reward opportunity with a low entry barrier? Sounds like something else. Oh yeah. Anything goes for views. Honestly, it's one of the reasons I'm on a break at the moment. Oh? It's a long story. Been wanting to change the direction of my show for a long time now. What's wrong with it? Well, the views are declining, for one. Why? Not enough pranks? Harsh. Nah, I haven't done those things in a long time. Not that I ever want to get back into it. Anyways, I'm not in a position where I can take that kind of risk yet. Even if I'm totally up for trying something new. 'Cause people don't like change. That's right. Yet they get bored easily, too. Today's good might be trash tomorrow. So it feels like I'm battling a daily paradox sometimes. You make it sound like the continuity of your work depends on the audience's whims, kid. I guess you could say that. Why? Pardon? Sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. I was unable to avoid overhearing you. It's alright, I know I'm loud. Can you explain what you mean by why? Do you think the audience is always right? Of course not. Then why place so much emphasis on what they want? Why must you follow their whims? I mean, it all comes down to numbers, right? A single opinion might be easy to negotiate with. Maybe even 10 or 100, still doable. But to influence the opinion of thousands, millions? Not so easy. So my belief is, if you can't fight them, join them. Then change things slowly from the inside out. There's no way it can work. No? Why do you think that? My apologies for not providing context. You don't have to, I was just curious. Considering I intruded, it is only fair. I admit that I am not a big fan of online activities. I find people's conduct there very loathsome. That's a strong word. 2 years ago, I uploaded my singing reel online in preparation for my audition as a soprano. A soprano? Really? That's cool. Can I see it? I took it down. Aw, why? I believe she's getting to it, kid. Right, okay. It was something done out of necessity. I recorded the reel using my phone at home, since I have no previous theater experience to show. It was not one of the highest quality, I admit. Even so, I did post it to a video site, mainly to add the link to my applications, though I am not sure if it helped at all, as my attempts have yet to yield results. Right. However, one day my application received an unexpected response from an auditioner. It was a polite rejection. However, they left me with a curious suggestion. What did they say? They highly recommended that I moderate my video's comment section. So, I checked. It was a lot. What happened? The comment section was teeming with plenty of strong opinions, if they can even be called that. What? There were a lot of comments telling me to stop screaming and take my video down, because they didn't want to get cursed and die yet. What's with that nonsense? Others questioned my sanity for knowingly spreading bad luck with my voice. Many others also wanted to know who and where my handler was. Since there's no such thing as sentience for us banshees, I suppose. That's real effed up. That's horrible. Even with the Vindication Act in place, those POS still exist, huh? The Vindication Act? A global treaty to recognize the sentiency and rights of non-sapients. Sapient refers to any species that is intelligent and bipedal. Like humans, elves, orcs, gnomes, halflings, you know the type. Huh. Yeah, like even us satyrs got added pretty late into the game too, you know? So there you have it, Time Sage. Lucas is a satyr. And our young lady who has just joined us, she is a banshee. And Georgie is a human. Oh, but shouldn't you fit the bill right away? Yeah, but we're all born male. And we didn't really have the best reputation either. Anyway, it took a while for us to finally get recognized by international law. Since the further you are from the likeness of the main six, the slower the process will be. So I'm sure it's been way harder for you, lady. Our numbers are extremely low. Others being unfamiliar with our existence is not surprising to us. Still, doesn't make it right. But I get it now, your disdain for the internet. I'm impressed you seem very chill about it. Chill? Do I look chill? Uh-oh, the light. But how can you be chill when such blatant disrespect is thrown in your face like that? Whoa! Ugh. Don't you wonder? What gives them the right to be so vile? Who do they think they are? Pray tell, what do they feel when they commit such offensive acts? Do they derive some sort of perverse pleasure from others' suffering? The audacity! I can't! I see the anonymity of talking through screens has afforded people the comfort of disrespecting others without suffering a direct hit to their face for it. Damn it, not again. Just a second, please. Okay. Wow. That was pretty intense. Ah, thank goodness. It's not right. That kind of behavior is just not right. I'm sorry. I've gone too far. It's all right. I admit, I just don't want to hear that the audience is always right, because that means my dream has run aground before I can even try. How about if I help you? Look, I get what you're going through. As a satyr, I had to deal with plenty of numbskulls trying to tear me down to justify their own inferiority complexes. So believe me when I tell you this. You've got what it takes to turn the tables on them. How? Easy. You've got to sell yourself. Whoa, kid, slow down. I might be lax, but I still work for the law. No, Pops, not that kind. Honestly, I don't know much about the opera scene, but I know sirens dominate a huge chunk of the soprano roles, am I right? Yes. It's as if they were made for the role. Exactly. So, this is a case of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Which means no matter what you do or how hard you try, you'll always be an outlier. Therefore, if you just compete based on your skills alone, sorry to say this, but you probably won't make it. Wait, hear me out. You got one awesome thing all those sirens don't have. A story. A story. Yeah. Imagine, a banshee who dreams of becoming a lead soprano, or whatever it is you wish to do on the stage, pursuing her dream in the midst of all the sirens despite all the odds stacked against her. Isn't that a great narrative? But you haven't even heard my singing yet. Have you? I'd love to, of course. But honestly, that doesn't matter as much as you think. What? Our goal is to get your story stuck in people's heads first. Most people will just scoff at it because of their own dumb assumptions. Which is exactly what we want. And then we'll blow all their expectations away. By putting you on stage. What stage? And how? Don't worry, I have my ways. No matter how you sing, everybody will be surprised seeing you there. And that's when you'll get your time to really shine. What are you talking about? No. What? Why? I just want the chance to properly sing. To show what I'm made of, regardless of what I am. I know, and I'm offering you a possible way in. No offense, but all of this sounds like you're just... It's as if you're just trying to sell a caricature of me. Of course not, no way! But ouch, that kinda hurt a little bit. I'm sorry for being rude, but I don't know you. And you don't know me. So how am I supposed to consider everything you said, when you don't even know my name? Well, if what you've been doing had worked at all, I would have asked your name already, don't you think? Hey. I don't know where you were going with that, but I think you went too far, kid. What the hell are you talking about? Ah, crap. Hey, look, I'm sorry. The storm seems to be easing up. I'll be taking my leave. Right, thank you for coming, Miss... Riona. Alright, and we now have her profile on Tomodachi. Miss Riona, we hope to see you again. Our conversation certainly took an odd turn. So let me make this point. For all the words you spoke earlier, I feel few were actually intended for me. Take care. Have a safe trip. Sorry about all that. I messed up, didn't I? Can't say, kid. This old man is still trying to figure out what just happened. Oh, man. Don't know what came over me, Pops. I get too hyped up sometimes and lose my cool. Sorry, just a sec. It's my manager. The road closure is over, so he's picking me up now. Oh, that's wonderful. Nice. By the way, do you need a ride, Pops? I can drop you off wherever, no problem. Thanks, kid, but it's alright. I'm sure the cabs will start rolling around soon. You sure? Yep. Alrighty. I guess I'll be seeing you guys around. Thanks for coming. We hope to see you again. Yeah. Hey, Jellybean. Yes? No, it's nothing. Okay then. See you soon, Jellybean. Pops. Have a safe trip. Yeah, I'm really hoping that Riona does, like, well, the thing is that the demo of Coffee Talk, it basically covered the whole story with Riona and everything, and we don't really find out much after the demo, so I really am curious about finding out what happens with her. Alright, oh, thank you very much, Ying MTL, take care, Jelly, gonna crash now. The sprite work in this game is very lovely. Yes, it is very lovely. I love the art style in this game, I love the pixelated look, and I hope you're feeling better, and please let me know if you need anything. Alright, so Georgie's, that was a show and a half. No kidding. Feels like I'm ready to just call it a day. As soon as I get my cab, I'll get out of your hair, Jellybean. Oh, please, you know I don't mean it like that. Not gonna lie, though. Listening to those two got me thinking for a little bit. About? Me and my youngest daughter, Missy. Maybe I was too hard on her, but I don't know. When you are a parent, it's hard to choose between supporting your kids' ideas or stopping them from taking things too far. It's always a fine line to tread, for sure. Yep. Uh-oh. It's the missus. You know what? I think I better go. At least if she hears the rain outside, she'll get less mad at me. Please try not to get sick. Kidding, but... I better go, though. You take care on closing, Jellybean. Will do. Hope you get a cab soon. By the way, Time Sage, I have this pre-ordered. Thanks. See ya. Oof. What a day. I better clean up and then... Huh? What's this? An old metal lighter with an interesting design carved on it. Huh. Someone must have forgotten this. Oh, it must be Georgie's lucky lighter. Better keep it safe over here. It exudes an interesting feel. Right, put it in the drawer. Okay, now let's wrap this up. Okay, so that is night 1. Gingerbread coffee sweetened with brown sugar to satisfy the cookie monster. Mmm, sounds good. Wednesday, September 20th, 2023. Alright, so who are we going to run into tonight? Future of dating. How AI may steal your potential mates with increasing sentiency. And of course, they recreate the meme with the guy and the 2 girls. Morris Lester's conviction stands after appeal rejected. The controversial motive behind an ex-Fire agent's investigation, a deep dive. By the way, Fire is this game universe's version of ICE. And I think Morris Lester, he was a record producer in the previous game that was involved in some shady business. So, let's continue, shall we? The weather seems better tonight. So let's see what's happening on Tomo.chill. We got Georgie, Lucas, and Riona. Aqua, a day off, a first time in a while. Gridlocked traffic on I-5 through downtown. Avoid if you must. Is your dream coming true? Mine might. Good morning! Hiya. Hello, sir. Back so soon? Hell yeah. And there's nothing you can do about it. Wouldn't have it any other way. Daw. Good to know. Huh? Is everything okay? Oh, yeah. Kind of. Maybe. Okay. I knew it was a long shot, but low-key was kind of hoping the lady from yesterday would be here again. High-key? Oh. You're my first customer today. I can see that. I know it's silly. I mean, what are the chances, right? I just want to apologize properly, I think. I'm still not sure what came over me. But never mind for now. That's not the only reason I'm here anyway. But dang, Jellybean, this place is really empty, huh? Right now, yeah, that's about right. The regulars typically show up around 2 or 3 hours from now. Yeah, Pops too. You mean Officer Georgie? Yep, he's a regular, right? Right. Not every day, but he does come around that time as well. I see. Then wouldn't it be better to open a few hours later? True, but new customers tend to drop by around this time. Huh! You got me there. Either way works out for me, because I'm here to do some work. Oh? I might be on hiatus, but I still gotta post a bunch of stuff. So, got some editing to do. If you need a power outlet, there's one near the wall, under the table. Sweet, thanks. However, there's no Wi-Fi here. What is this, the Ice Age? Maybe that's why this place is so empty. Maybe. I'm joking. At least your brand game is on point here. Brand game? I mean, this place is called Coffee Talk, right? So, I thought you'd say something like, we're all about talking, not surfing. Or something like that. Honestly, I never thought about it that way. But that sounds legit. Sure, why not? Haha. In that case, you can transfer the tagline royalties to the link in my bio. The licensing fee is free since you're so cool. Thanks. Joking! Anyway, guess I better get a move on over there, huh? There we go. Now I'm ready to place my order. And I'm ready to take your order. What would you like to have tonight? I've got to stay fresh and awake. So maybe a cafe latte? Oh, no, wait, could you make me a custom drink? Like a cafe latte with lots of honey? I mean a lot of honey. Like a whole beehive of it? Well, I remember tasting more honey than milk, so might as well. Can you try making that for me? I'll do my best. Great. A cafe latte with lots of honey, please. Okay, so we need cafe, milk, and honey. Milk, honey, coffee. Let's see. Our brew pad says cafe latte, coffee, milk with lots of honey. So coffee, milk. Huh. Maybe if I just put a lot of honey into coffee. Let's see. Enjoy. Huh? Hey. I don't think this is what I ordered. Like, at all. What are you playing at? I'm not playing anything, but... I suspect someone else is. Huh? What does that even mean? Are you okay, pal? I think so. You sure? Maybe you should call it a day or something. There's only me here anyway. Hello there. And here we have... Aqua. What a nice surprise. Long time no see, you two. Hi, Jellybean. It's been a while. How have you been? We were in the area, so we thought we'd stop by. I'm glad you did. Aqua and Myrtle are girlfriends, and they are both game developers in different parts of the industry. Right. It's not like you were trying to change the subject or anything. So we have Aqua R&D at a university in Seattle, and Myrtle, a programmer at Cosmic Studios. Look, Aqua, all I want is for you to reread their terms carefully. And I just want to know if you'll still help me if I accept. I mean, it's all just hypothetical anyway, right? The way you're talking about it doesn't reflect that. And it really bothers me. Okay, I admit maybe I got a bit too excited about it. But putting that aside, I just want to know if you're in this with me or not. But because I'm really feeling it this time, Myrtle. I really want this game to be out there. Although we're not even halfway done with it yet. And about the terms, I mean, who knows, Myrtle? Maybe those are just what I need. To motivate me to work harder. And we can complete it. Motivate you, you say? Huh. That's just pure recklessness. You know that. Aqua, I know you're not... Look, let's just give it a rest for now. Okay? Okay. Ahem. Oh, hey, Jellybean. Hello. Sorry you had to see that. No, it's fine. We were in the middle of something. Sorry for the hassle. It's really fine. Honestly, I'm just glad you're both here, after such a long while. So, can I get you anything to drink? Yes, just give me a moment. Take your time. How about you, Miss Myrtle? I'll have a spiced milk tea. Spiced in what way? Some cinnamon would be good, or whatever you think is better. Okay, I'll have one spiced milk tea. Alright, so, black tea, milk, and cinnamon. A Shai Adeni. Well, we'll see. One Shai Adeni sashaying in. Thanks. Enjoy. How is it? Myrtle is very happy. Birthday, 13 May, game developer. Myself, Summary, game programmer working on Full Metal Conflict series. Favorite things, me time, what I'm doing with my life. As I've stated before, working on Full Metal Conflict series. How is it? Good. I think you nailed it. Glad to hear that. Shai Adeni, tea, milk, and cinnamon, a sweet, spicy chai latte from the town of Aden, Yemen. Did you say Shai Adeni? Yes. I put a little cardamom and other spices in it. Just so it lives up to the spiced part, at least. I see. I suppose you tried it because of the documentary I told you about the other day? Yeah. Watched it yesterday while pulling an all-nighter. It sounded interesting, but I couldn't remember the name. I guess I'm ready to order two. Certainly. What will it be? I see you have new tea selections on the shelves. Are those butterfly pea flowers I see? Yes, good eye. I've had them before. Pretty often, actually. Especially in the office. How do you like it prepared usually? I like it best when brewed with a lot of mint. Could you make it that way for me? Sure thing. Then I'll have a blue pea tea with lots of mint, please. Okay, so blue pea and lots of mint. Aqua's Tranquility. One special tea coming up. Thank you. Looks nice, doesn't it? I was going to comment on that. The color reminds me of the sea. Yes. How is it? It's really good. I'm happy you like it. When I feel very anxious, I often make this tea. But usually I put a little sugar and lemon salt in it too. Really? Salt? Yes. Huh. So, what's next? You're going to try that salted butter tea too? I thought you were the one who was going to try it, Myrtle. As if. I couldn't even begin to imagine how that'd taste. Though I wonder how different that'd be from just using plain cream. Still, no on the salt. I told Myrtle about a documentary on hot drinks around the world the other day. They had a lot of strange recipes. You should try watching it too, Jellybean. Who knows? It might inspire you to make some new drinks. Sure, sounds interesting enough. What's the documentary called? Overflowing Warmth, Comforting Beverages Around the World. The name sounds plain, but the content can be a bit unique. But it's got plenty of normal drinks too. I'll check it out later. Thanks, Miss Aqua. You're welcome. And now I'm ready to tackle the night. Work's piling up? Yes, but it's fine, really. I just need to free up some time so I can work further on my game. Your game? Oh! The one that got showcased at Gax... something? Is it Gaxpo? Right, Gaxpo. That's the one. Cool. I heard it's hard to get showcased there. So you must be really good. Oh, no. I mean... I couldn't have done it without Myrtle's help here. For real? You got like an insider entrance or something? That look on her face. Oops. Sorry for butting in. One of my crew members is super into gaming, so I hear about it all the time. Anyhow, don't mind me. Please, continue. She got interest from one of her favorite publishers. Is that so? Yes. At Gaxpo, one of their reps came up to my booth on the day Myrtle couldn't make it. I had to stay behind in the hotel to fix a mess in my company's files. Yes, it was too bad. I was really nervous on my own. Anyway, the rep and I talked about my game a bit. They seemed interested, and there was talk about publishing my game. Ah. At the time, I thought they were just being nice. But they actually emailed me a draft of their contract last week. Sounds like great news. Am I wrong? Well, I was ecstatic at the time. They are one of my favorite publishers, after all. Right. But, not to break the non-disclosure agreement or anything, the terms weren't too great. So you do get it. And by the way, you haven't signed any NDA yet, so you're not bound to anything. That's true, but I still want to act in good faith. What for? Their terms were the furthest thing from acting in good faith. If I may ask, what terms are we talking about here? I'm sorry, I'm just a bit lost. Right, sorry about that. To sum it up, they're going to invest in the game and cover all the necessary expenses. They'll do the marketing, promotion, distribution, and all that. Okay, but if I'm unable to meet the deadline or refuse to adhere to their requests for changes, or breach any of the stated agreements in the contract, many of which are rather questionable, I must return all of their money, regardless of my progress of the game. What? And it won't be cheap at all, mind you. I can only imagine. If I fail to do so, they'll have full ownership of the game. I don't know what to say. That can't be right, can it? So what if they are the ones who breached the contract? I get to keep my game. Okay. That's it? Oh, no, that's not all. I'll have to return any of the unused investments, too. What? That's what I said. Pardon me, but are they for real? I said that too. There's still plenty more, but, it's alright. I think I got the gist of it. When I first read it, I thought, maybe the terms are this way because it's still a draft. I suppose, yes. I also thought maybe it was something that could still be worked out and discussed. That is, until I asked Myrtle for advice. I see. It's a trash contract, Aqua. I know, I get it, but it's just, I just kept thinking, you know? What if this is how all the contracts are? What if this is the best I could get? It's not, though. But what if? Will you still help me, Myrtle? Or not? Is that really what's important here? Right now? Come on, Aqua. I know you're not this dense. It would be nice if you heard what I'm actually saying, and not what you think I'm saying. What do you mean by that? Sorry, just a second. Oh, I think I better go. I have to help prepare a report for a presentation tomorrow. All right. Are you going to be okay? Yes, I think so. How about you, Myrtle? I think I'll stay for a bit. Oh, okay. Then I'll see you around, Jellybean. Bye, Miss Aqua. Safe trip home. Are you alright? Yeah. I just got so frustrated when she kept asking me hypothetical questions. Hypothetical questions? Such as... She'd asked if I'd still be willing to help should she accept something like this in the future. What kind of question even is that? It's as if she doesn't trust me. Or anything I say, for that matter. I don't think it's because she doesn't trust you or your expertise. From her perspective, everything feels like a potential chance. So to be faced with a questionable contract like that, from her favorite publisher no less, she may very well be just feeling a little shaken up. That's a good point. But I'm with her, right? She has nothing to worry about. Even so, she may still worry. If she's that worried, why don't you just say something like, "Of course I'll help, but only if the terms aren't so crappy." That should do it, right? Unless you did and she's not convinced, then I don't know. Ah, the look on her face. I thought, if I tell her that, and she decides to go ahead with it anyway, I know for a fact I won't be able to refuse her at that point. Oh, I see. Besides, we already agreed from the start to only work on the game when we have the time, so basically you're not sure if you want to commit. What are you talking about? Of course it's not that. Things change when you start involving money in anything. Welp, can't really argue with that. I know how some of these companies work. They're looking for ideas from the small guys, and find a way to pluck things they want from the project, then trash the rest. No respect for the effort whatsoever. That publisher may be one of her favorites, but that doesn't mean they're a good company. Especially with that garbage contract. Really shows what they truly are. Right. I really like working with her on the game. I honestly do. I love hearing what she wants to tell with her game. We're also not bound by some brand company rules or anything. So brainstorming ways to incorporate our ideas into the game is interesting and more enjoyable. A good change from what I do during the day as a game designer. Right. I just want her to understand that I'm just worried about her. All valid reasons. Yeah, Jellybean is right. Though I wonder, did you say any of that to your pal at all? What? Why would I do that? Why would you not do that? Not to be creepy or anything, but when I overheard you guys, it's creepy. Right, sorry. So, me being creepy aside, obviously you thought a lot about this. But like, if all you talked about was how dumb the contract was, and not any of what you just said, whew. If I were in her position, I'd feel pretty bummed too. Because I'd be wondering if my partner still had my back, you know? Like, if they even care at all. Because sounds like the project is her baby. Just like you said, work and relationships don't mix well. So it wouldn't be too far out if she worries about all the same stuff you do. Right? Now, having said that, I feel even more like an ass about what happened yesterday. Hindsight really is 20/20, huh? I guess it can come off that way. I just thought it would be given that she'd understand where I'm coming from. But maybe I'm taking things for granted. It's me who didn't trust her, and I just didn't want things to change. Embarrassing. Some friend I am, huh? I'm leaving. Alright. I hope everything will turn out well. We'll see. Have a safe journey home. Yep. Goodbye. Oh, bye. Phew. What a night. And I didn't get anything done at all. That's too bad. Was that like a regular occurrence here or something? Not them specifically, just like in general. Well, you seem used to this. So the answer is definitely yes, right? Not all the time, but often enough. Cool. Cool, cool. So that's the real reason why this place is called Coffee Talk, huh? You make people talk. I do? Well, feels like this whole place does. Heck, even I talk about myself a lot more than usual, which is kind of weird. But also weirdly cathartic? I'll take that as a compliment. I think. You should. It's a feature. I reckon there's more benefit from talking things out without having to get smashed first. More embarrassing to remember, sure. But great for self-reflection. Good point. Anyhow, before I forget, could you hold on to something for me? Huh? A fidget spinner with a social media handle printed on its back. Oh my god, they still have fidget spinners? A fidget spinner? My old business card. If the lady from yesterday comes again, could you give that to her? You mean Miss Riona? Yes, Riona. I mean, I owe her an apology, you know? And I couldn't find her online with just her first name, if that's even her real name. I thought maybe you could pass that along with my info to her so she can DM me. Also, in this form, it's less likely to get thrown out, right? Right? It really depends on the person. Well, that is a very interesting business card, for sure. Do you think she'll throw it away? Okay, we got Riona's and Aqua's Tranquility. Do you think she'll throw it away? Honestly? I can't really say. Oh, now you're making me nervous. Can you give it back? I might need it right now. Sure. No, it's fine. Keep it. I need to keep my resolve. In that case, could you please give it to her when the time seems right? If she even comes back, that is. I'll see what I can do. Alright, sweet. Thanks, Jellybean. You're the best. Aw, man. I better go before the rain gets worse. See you around, Jellybean. Don't work too hard, okay? Thanks. Safe trip. Take care. Whew. What a day. Detox tea. Super bitter, sour, and spicy. Even if it's not detoxifying, you'll feel as if it is. Thursday, September 21st, 2023. Gobbly Labs to fight invasive lionfish by releasing killer algae. UFO spotted by Space National Guard fighters this morning. Always change your OTPs. Government's advice on preventing data leaks baffles everyone. There's an eerie atmosphere out there tonight. Feels like a night for old friendships. And new acquaintances. Alright, let's see what's happening on Tomodachi. So there's Lua. Myrtle. Listening is an art I often take for granted. It's nice when things are communicated properly. Yo, my friend just sent me this video and it was banging. Check this video in his link, y'all. I just stopped these young fellers for drunk driving, so that's a lesson for you all to keep your spirits in control. Quality work comes with a price. You can't ask for $1,000 quality and ask to pay $150. Respect the people you've decided to work with. By the way, does your phone battery stuck? I've been using this power bank in the past month. Click the link for info. Party drinks restocking, new schedule due to new regulations. Cutoff order time. Ooh. Just finished today's dance practice. I'm all sweated out, but my coach said that I've really improved lately. Yay! I don't know if it's a real Earl. Now who's coming in? Is anyone there? Meow. Hello, you gave me a start. You're a Nekomimi, right? You're going to transform any second now? Meow. Or maybe not. Kitty. Lua! Hey, Jellybean! And hey, new customer? Meow! Hi, Ms. Lua. I don't think this is the coffee-drinking sort of cat. No, it would appear not. Do you have a new pet cat, then? I'm not quite sure. This is my first time seeing this little one. By the way, Lua is a succubus, and she is in a relationship with Baileys, who is an elf that gave up his elvish immortality to be with her forever. Basically, he really, really wanted to be with her and was willing to give up his family heritage for that, and she was reluctant for him to do so. But they eventually worked out their differences in the previous game and got together. So I don't know if they are married yet, but things definitely are looking up for them. Meow. Are you sniffing me, kitty? Do you want cuddles? Alright, no cuddles. Cats? Indeed. I wonder if it's lost, but it doesn't have a collar, so it might be a stray. It's cute, though. Would make a nice mascot. I would think that's up to it, not up to us. Cats. Right. Anyhow, it's been a little while. It has. Last time we saw you was, well, over a week ago, wasn't it? What have you been up to? Honestly? Mostly work, as usual. I won't lie, I'm pretty beat. Did you just leave the office? Yes. But in my defense, I spent the last hour looking at wedding dresses on Tomodachi. Well, that sounds like fun, doesn't it? It's not unfun. That's a moderately enthusiastic response. How are the wedding preparations going? They're going. I might need a drink before I answer that. You certainly look like you could use something warm. Something warm and cozy, yes. Milky and soothing with just a bit of warm spice. I'm going to hit my pillow soon, so something that will help me sleep. And I can see you have a snazzy new ingredients. We have blue pea and hibiscus now, indeed. That sounds interesting. I'd like to try hibiscus then, with milk and warm spice, please. Okay, so hibiscus tea, milk, and spices. A pink spice. Aw, poor kitty. Did the machine wake you up? So we uncovered another drink. A smooth but spicy draft, warm and refreshing at the same time. Hibiscus, apparently not. I'm wondering if you might be confusing it with lilies or, well, poinsettias are not toxic to humans, but they are toxic to animals. So we got another, post from Lua. Votre âme est un paysage choisi. Aw, poor kitty. Did the machine wake you up? Meow. Here goes the mascot. Maybe it'll come back later? I bet it will. Cats always have reasons for their actions. Even if they're often rather mysterious ones. That's true. Anyhow, here's your drink, Miss Lua. Ooh, this smells lovely. It also has a lovely color. And it tastes lovely. I knew I could count on you, Jellybean. You're always a sight for sore taste buds or something. I'm glad you like it. I love it. Right, so the wedding preparations. You and Mr. Bailey's are still getting married, of course. Oh yes, absolutely. After everything we've been through, I'm not about to back down now. Bailey's is still very much my person, with the long years and all, so none of those pesky cold feet. That sounds like good news. No cold feet, no cold anything. In fact, my stress is running so high, I feel like I have steam coming out of my horns. That doesn't sound like good news. Yeah, it's just such a big thing, you know? I feel like that's all we talk about, but we're not making much progress. We're not further along than we were weeks ago. Do you have different expectations of the day? Excuse me, one moment. Okay, sorry about that. Do you have different expectations of the day? I don't know. I'm not sure if I even know what my expectations are anymore. I look at all these weddings on Tomodachi, and they all do this special over-the-top stuff. I don't have any original ideas like that. What about Mr. Bailey's? He enjoys creative endeavors, doesn't he? He does, but that's another issue. My parents are willing to pay for part of the wedding, and I earn a good living so I can cover most of it. Bay wants to contribute his share, but he can't really afford it. And as you know, his parents aren't in the picture anymore. Do you still feel guilty about that? No, I don't think so. If I've learned anything, it's that you need to let the people you love make their own choices. But I am concerned, both about Bay dropping all of his savings on this stuff, and about him trying to guess what I want, rather than expressing his own wishes. It sounds like you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself, trying to make sure everyone's happy. Yeah, wedding planning is no joke, folks. Take it from me, I have been there. Maybe. But I guess that's unavoidable, right? Neil! Oh, hello. Neil? Huh? Is this the space person you told me about weeks ago? The one who used to come to the cafe? I thought it might be them, but I'm not sure now. They don't seem to react to my greeting. Besides, last time we saw Neil, he had changed his name to Silver, and he looked rather more human. I see, this is all very mysterious. Also, did you hear them come in? I didn't, but then I rarely do. They're stealthy. Bartender, what does a girl have to do to get a drink around here? Pour me a stiff one. Beg your pardon? This isn't quite that kind of place. Isn't it? Our research indicates that this is the way one should order a drink. In a place of public consumption. It sounds like your research was based on orc westerns. Is there anything wrong with orc westerns? We rather enjoyed them. No, I guess not. They're just very different from reality. In what ways? That, it would take a very long time to answer that. I guess the better question is, how are they similar? How are they similar? You did say it was the better question. That's fair enough. I suppose the honest answer is the way people feel emotions is similar. How they're ambitious and have dreams. How they want things and sometimes get jealous of others. But also how they help each other out. And how they fall in love. It sounds like Earthlings have very busy feelings. I guess we do. Are your people very different in that respect? We are. Although we want things too. But it appears that Earthlings have, at least, 94.328% more emotions than we do. How do you distinguish between them all? To be honest, sometimes we don't. Reading others isn't easy, nor is understanding ourselves, for that matter. That adds some spice to life, I guess. It sounds to us like it would be helpful to have those emotions displayed, especially in movies. Perhaps you could write them at the top of the screen. Cinema from the 1920s would certainly agree with you. But, pardon me, you're not Neil, are you? Or Silver? Indeed, we are not. Our name is Amanda. So there are several of you here on Earth? There are a great many of us everywhere. Our average density is 33,450.45 per galaxy. But this is not the topic of our present conversation. No, you wanted a drink, didn't you? So let's see what we have to read about Amanda. Wow, not much. We do wish to absorb some liquid matter, yes. Similarly to what the Purple Earthling has been doing. The Purple Earthling? That is certainly a description. Is it wrong? Would it be more accurate to describe you as the 4 appendages Earthling? Do you mean my horns and my ears? Miss Amanda. We usually avoid dressing customers by the number of their appendages. Oh, we apologize. But we cannot address the customer by name, as we do not know it. Oh, I haven't introduced myself. That's my bad. I'm Lua. Lua. Lua? Lua. Yes. It has a very pleasing sound. Oh. Well, thank you. We wish to absorb some liquid matter, as Lua has been doing. Of course. And do you have an idea as to what kind of, liquid matter that might be? Something bright-colored and memorable. We want our first drink on Earth to be an experience we shall never forget. No pressure, Jellybean. It's quite all right. We were born to rise to this kind of challenge. That's the spirit. Any other ideas, Ms. Amanda? We want the taste to be very spicy. We know that some places serve weak drinks to bipeds with female denominations. Our research has determined that behavior to be undesirable in 99.999% of occurrences. Fortunately, this isn't that kind of place either. Indeed, so you'd like something vivid and spicy. What if it was, let's say, blue and gingery? We do not know what gingery means, but blue and gingery sounds good to us. Okay, so a blue ginger pea tea. All right, we will serve the ginger blue pea. Here you go. This is rather pale in color, not like what we had hoped. Let's see if the taste is any better. And yes, if you did notice it, they do drink from their fingers. We cannot experience it very much, but we did feel a little bit of a kick. We suppose you are acceptable at your job. I will take that as a compliment. So what brings you here, Amanda? Please define your question. Do you mean here on this planet? That too, but also here in this cafe. We are on this planet on a research and rescue mission. Is that like a search and rescue? Perhaps it is a mission to gather numbers for research, as well as to rescue our sibling. We are in this cafe to wait for them. We made an appointment, as is the custom here. They should arrive in 2 minutes, 3 seconds, and 12 milliseconds. Please pardon the roughness of our estimate. That's more than good enough. You are very kind. Jellybean has mentioned your sibling a few times, I think. Silver, right? Indeed, we are part of the same hive mind. A hive mind? That sounds pretty amazing. But doesn't that make appointments less useful? That would have been true some time ago. But Neil, now known as Silver, is becoming more human by the day. Their connection to the hive mind grows tenuous. Oh, that must feel a little lonely. To lose your connection to your family when you've been so close. Perhaps. What does it mean to be lonely? It's, when you think about other people and they're not here, and that makes you sad. It makes you feel like you have a weight on your chest. Like things that usually feel good to you lose a lot of their appeal. Thank you for your explanation. We think we see. We do not know. Perhaps it is a little lonely. We cannot answer this with more than a 61% certainty. Hi everyone. Hi, Amanda. Speaking of the space person, here comes my former regular. I apologize. I haven't been coming by often enough lately. Hi, I'm Lua. Nice to meet you, Lua. I'm Silver. I've heard a lot about you. So, apparently, this is Silver. And Silver used to be known as Neil, who was the astronaut guy in the previous game. Have you? You probably pictured me in a bigger suit. I guess so, yes. A bit like your sibling here. I understand, but I've been undergoing many changes lately. I let go of the suit. This form makes me feel truer to who I am now. I also changed my name for the same reason. Have you been waiting long, Amanda? Not unduly. This is a bit awkward. Just a bit. Amanda. Yes, you should know that. I've been missing you a lot. What is miss? Is it like being lonely? Yes, it is. When did you learn what lonely is? We have been told that it is the name of the feeling we have when we think about you. That's... I just... bring it in. Bring what? Oh. That is one long hug. So cute. I can hear you, you know. Ahem. Right. As we were saying, we appreciate your being only 3 milliseconds late. It's good to see you haven't changed. You have, and yet you haven't. Now that you are close, you feel part of the hive again, and your presence is similar to what it has always was. It makes me really happy to hear that. You should order a drink, as is customary. Then we can proceed with our discussion of the mission. The mission? Oh, didn't Jellybean tell you about that? Not really. Well, the reason why I came here in the first place was to find love. We're gonna pan away so we don't have to animate the hug. I mean, seriously, you could just do it in silhouette. You mean, to reproduce with the local species. That's another way to put it? I think I remember you putting it in those terms yourself, Silver. I did, yes, but that was a long time ago. I'm going to tell you everything. But first, Amanda is right. I'd like to order a drink. I can taste them properly now, so I enjoy them a lot more. Happy to hear that. What would you like? I'd like something new and unique. I want to explore all these new sensations. But nothing too strong, please. I don't have the same tolerance as before. Also, I'm in the mood for something a bit sweet and floral. And maybe with a bit of freshness to it. Something new but not too strong. A bit sweet, floral, and refreshing. Maybe blue? Oh, I do love blue. Something sweet, floral, refreshing, and blue then, please. Okay, so... refreshing, and floral, and blue. Mint honey blue pea. Here you go. It has one of my new ingredients in it. Oh, let me try it. Ah, this is new, but a bit different from what I expected. Still, it's fun. Sorry, I'll try something else next time. I'm looking forward to it. As for the mission. Yes, the mission. It has run into some difficulties. Difficulties of what nature? Well, ahem. The truth is, I still have some trouble finding myself a date. What is a date? It's a step you need to take before, coupling up. You meet somewhere, you talk, you get to know the person. Not having a hive connection sounds exhausting. It can be a challenge, to be honest. But in another way, it's wonderful. Without the hive connection, when you meet someone, it's always a surprise. They react in ways I didn't expect, in ways I wouldn't. And every time I learn something new, about earthly species, that too, certainly. But mostly about myself. That's definitely what being with someone is about. Every time you're honest with a person you love, you get out of your comfort zone and become a better person yourself. That sounds complicated. We need to make further computations to understand. It's different from what we're used to, but it's also pretty great. I mean, it sounds to me like you've got it figured out. Surely your dates should go well enough? Thank you, you're very kind. And if I may say so myself, I think I have made some progress. If I did get a date, I think it would go better than before. What's the problem then? Well, the thing is, Seattle's a very big city even by our standards. Everyone is busy running around, and people aren't very trusting, not like in romantic movies. You can't just ask someone on the street to go on a date with you. It sounds like you tried. Yes, I tried several times. I even stood on a plaza for a few hours with a "Date Me" placard around my neck. That is, not an optimal strategy, yes, I've realized that since. People mostly seemed a little scared. I hear most people meet their partners at work. Is that something you could try? Maybe later on, I don't know. But at the moment, I'm afraid my work doesn't attract the right sort. I don't know you found a job. I didn't know you'd found a job, Silver. Ah, yes, I did, a few months ago. I've decided to open a cafe. Really? Does that mean Jellybean has competition? Not at all, I would never want that. It rather feels like a small way to start a family tradition. Interesting. Anyway, after I tried all that, excuse me, I was running out of ideas. So I decided to reinstall Lonely Hearts like I did when I had just arrived here. Online dating does sound like a reasonable solution. I thought so too. But the amount of dates I've gotten since I downloaded it is... Based on the surrounding parameters, we will guess absolute 0. That is accurate. Oh no. Do you know why? If I'm being honest, I think I have an idea, but it might sound strange coming from me. The online dating process feels a little... No, it feels a lot... alien. Please, expand your explanation. Do you mean it lacks earthly species? Oh no, it has earthlings in all shapes and forms, but it feels impossible to connect to them. I was much more successful at it when I first tried months ago, but now it's a little like how my connection to the hive mind has been recently. I'm a part of it to some extent. I feel like if I can just reach out to it, I'll find understanding. But then I do reach out. And I only find silence. Ah, he got ghosted. That's pretty sad. Sorry, I'm making everyone gloomy now. No, don't worry about that at all. I'm just wondering if I've got friends I can set you up with. But they all have partners. You're very kind, Lua. I'll find some sort of way eventually. It's pretty important that I do. It's an existential issue for some people. We will help. I don't know. I really appreciate your offer, Amanda, but even after spending years here, I still struggle with it all. When I first arrived, it was hard for me to even hold a conversation. Now I think I can read people a little better, but it's still... You are not looking for conversation yet, are you? You wish to connect to a hive mind, and you found it easier when you first arrived. Is that not what you said? Yes, that's true, but we are a hive mind, and we have just arrived here. We will help. It does sound reasonable. I suppose social media can be a bit like a hive mind. Excuse me, really stumbling over my words here. I'm getting tired. I suppose social media can be a bit like a hive mind sometimes. And there's no harm in trying, right? Well, then I guess that's settled. I'll show you how the app works when we leave here, Amanda. We are prepared. We will gather intelligence and draw conclusions. With our hive powers and your human knowledge, based on your previous experience and your new skills, we estimate our odds of success at 100%. I like your confidence. Amanda always was a force of nature. We do not know what that means, but it sounds complimentary. We are pleased. As for... Wait. What is... We have to go, now. But... What happened? Ugh. I'll explain everything later. Sorry, Jellybean, Lua. See you soon, I hope. No time, let's go. Oh geez, what's happening? Well, that was odd. Yes, that was a rather sudden departure. I hope they're going to be all right. Oh, snap! Good evening. Evening, Mr. Agent. You two know each other? The agent here has been asking about our customers in the past, but I trust tonight he's come for a late-night coffee? Sadly, no. I am here on official business. Sounds serious. It is very serious, Miss Lua. Miss Lua and Jellybean. You know why I'm here, don't you? Well, if it's not for coffee, honestly, I'm at a loss. Is that how you want to play it? What about you, Miss Lua? Want to make an educated guess? An educated guess? Well, I swear I filed my tax return months ago. I did buys at the same time, so that can't be it. I have no clue. You too. Do you take me for a fool? We would never. Let me make myself clear, then. Have there been alien sightings at this cafe recently? Alien sightings? Sorry, but that sounds kind of far-fetched. Think again, both of you. Think carefully. If I were you, I wouldn't tell any lies. This is getting old. We didn't do anything wrong. And we don't have to answer any of your questions. Actually nothing. I know my rights. You have no jurisdiction to come here and act like a big shot. I've never seen anyone in this cafe who doesn't belong here, so I suggest you take your suspicions elsewhere, and leave this place and Jellybean alone. My investigation? Your investigation means nothing to us. I can feel myself getting angry, Mr. Agent. And trust me, you do not want to see me angry. Whoops! Hey, don't you dare put your hands on me! I did no such thing, not yet at least. Very well. I'll go for now, but this isn't over. I won't stand by quietly while aliens invade Seattle. Suit yourself. You'll only be wasting your time. I'll be the judge of that. A good night to you. So now we have MIBs. Lua, that was impressive. Well, I may be on the quieter side, but I'm still a succubus. I'm glad you're my friend and not my enemy. Truth be told, I don't like to antagonize people. I believe that's actually an agent of fire, and they're kind of the equivalent of ICE agents in this universe, and they're more looking for aliens of the extraterrestrial kind. Truth be told, I don't like to antagonize people, but I guess sometimes it can't be helped. Yes, I wonder what that guy was really after. He's an alien immigration agent. He's been after Silver for a while now. Back when Silver was called Neil and looked like Amanda. That doesn't make me like him anymore. I came very close to clipping him in his smug face, to be honest. Even if I didn't touch him in the end, despite what he thought. No, indeed, you didn't touch him. What do you mean? Seems like an important ID keycard. A shame if someone were to lose it. Well, the agent had this on him, and now he doesn't anymore. Naughty Jellybean, didn't you think you had it in you? This certainly is an interesting looking ID card. I'm sure someone creative could find good uses for it. My sentiments exactly. Well, I guess you have some time to consider what to do with it. And who to pass it on to. Indeed. Anyway, this shook me more than I'd like to admit. I'm so sorry. It's really not your fault. But I'm going to go and spend some time with my fiancé now. Which will be all of 30 seconds. Before I start snoring on his shoulder. That sounds pretty good. Say hello to him for me. Will do. This agent looks like he's going to be trouble. A seemingly important ID keycard. But tomorrow's another day. Alright, so it looks like I am going to end things off for tonight. So let's take a look and see who is streaming. Atlantic countries to sign multi-billion-dollar deal for education system improvement. What returning to the office means for the Nekomimis. Woodpecker almost pecks through strong whole utility pole, strong beak. Okay, so I am going to save the game. And we are going to go back to the main menu. And let's see. I am going to... Let's see. Let's see who is streaming right now. Alright, we are going to raid Sophia Ignosi, who is a friend of my friend, Natsu Quinox. And right now, Sophia Ignosi is playing Horizon Forbidden West. Alright everyone, so we are going to be back on Saturday. I am likely going to be continuing with Coffee Talk for a little while, and then we will switch back to Chef Life, which is my plan. So I'm going to leave things off here for tonight. So this has been Jewelry Jelly with Isabelle, and I hope you all have a pleasant night, and may all your tea times be perfect.